Good evening and happy Tuesday. I like to call it Taco Tuesday. You're here with Mavis Avis Davis, and then we have Levi Davis, aka Church Boy. Tell them where you're
Doing?
from.
From Kosciuszko, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, and seems like now Hattiesburg.
Okay. All over Mississippi. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
You moved from like northern Mississippi to southern Mississippi. You probably saw some snow up in northern Mississippi.
Yeah, we used to get a little bit of snow, but it wasn't too bad because I was closer to central Mississippi. But
Okay.
man, we had the cold though. We definitely had the cold like today.
Bad, y'all. When we say it's cold, I know like all of our listeners will be like, "Oh my god, cold!" Especially my listeners from up in Chicago.
Right,
Like you should be used to it. I've already accustomed to the southern weather, so this is not ready for it.
right, exactly. I know I wasn't ready.
No. And I know on our flyer it said there was gonna be four of us. Jay Hendo unfortunately could not make it. He might appear in the comments later. And then Bumpy G, I'm hoping he will come in here later. If not, then y'all just get stuck with the two of us.
That's not a bad thing though.
Not at all. Not at all. So I'm just trying to get everything set up here, make sure we can see the comments so I could drag them up. All right, perfect. So I'll go ahead and give you the floor, let you, start with the topic and we'll go and run with it. Or if you want me to do it, I'm cool with it.
It don't matter because I mean, right now I'm doing a lot of comedy stuff, so I mean I'm always in joking mode and always ready to have a good time. So I mean, we can talk about a few things, and we can also talk about how this weather just decided to flip on us, man. Like, what's going on? Where is it coming from? Is it coming from Canada? What's going on? The high pressure don't mix with the low pressure. What's the deal? You from Chicago, you know what's the deal? Maybe you can give me the 411 and the rundown on what's going on.
Look, when I say we get cold in Chicago, I blame it on Minnesota, Michigan, and Wisconsin. You're where your Packers are from. Boo
Right.
to Packers.
Go pack, go pack. Yep.
So when we get it, a lot of times we'll get the after effects, or sometimes we'll get like the effects from like the Dakotas as well. So I don't like the cold. Like I said, I migrated down here because I just can't do it. I'd rather be cold than be hot.
What kind of white girl don't like the cold?
As people say, I'm really not white.
I see. Especially with last night, Mavis Avis Davis.
Right. With that last name Davis, that part.
That's my cousin, by the way, y'all.
We're definitely kin.
I know they can see the resemblance. I mean, I'm all light skinned, so I know they can see that resemblance.
And I mean, I got a little color. I just went to Houston for the weekend, so I did get a little sun.
Oh, cool. You was in Houston.
Yeah, just a quick little getaway. Just drove there.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever?
That's fun. Houston is fun, though. That's a nice area.
It is very very nice. Definitely hot, and I was not expecting it to be that hot. It was so messed up. I was at a football game, a kids' football game, and I wore the wrong attire. Didn't think it was going to be that hot. So I wore a Razorback like sports bra
Uh-huh.
with like one of those dry fit shirts, and in the back it's got cutouts and it's got a circle in the back. Again, I had no idea. Out in the sun for 3 hours, so you can imagine what
Oh,
is printed on my back right now. It's horrible. It literally, like if you go to Shipley's Donuts, the bear claw, if you ask them for a bear claw, that's exactly what it looks like on my back. I'm not even shitting you. It's horrible. It
That's
is horrible.
crazy. And you know what's crazy? As dark as I am, you wouldn't think it, but every time I like shave my head, I went to these races and it's a place called Tuttle in Washington State. And believe it or not, it gets hot up there during the summer. Shit, I get a sunburn on the top of my head, and I love wearing hats. I love wearing hats, but I did not know what you guys went through with a sunburn until about that next morning. I woke up, put my hand on top of my head just to wipe it, just a morning routine. I wiped my head, and oh my goodness, it felt like somebody had. I don't know if I was bleeding or what, but it just felt horrible, dude. And it kept sweating and bubbling, and oh my goodness, how do y'all do it? What's the cure? Like,
the cure is get aloe vera. Aloe vera is like the best thing for it. I had some here, but I'm a champ when it comes to it. I'm like, I don't need that. I'm not a little pansy. I'm just gonna stick it out. And then I wore a shirt yesterday and the tag kept out. I was like, God, I'm like going like this. I was like, damn it.
That's yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible. Good evening, Amy.
Good evening.
So I want to talk about, since Amy's in here, she could probably relate. So Amy's actually from California, and she told Jay Hendo about this great Asian place. And when we were backstage, I was telling you, Monday, I just happened to want homemade ramen. And we have this great Japanese place. And I realized, because I had to go do a Target run, I realized that they were closed. And I was like, damn you Asians, on the most stressful day of the week, you guys have to be closed on Monday. Like, can't be closed on a Wednesday. It's got to be on a Monday.
What is Monday? Like they Ramadan or something? What is Monday?
I don't know. I need to know, though. Like, I really want to know why. Why are you closed on a Monday? But I guess I can get it because they're a restaurant, right? So they get that rush Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I can see why they're closed on Monday. But it's always when you crave it, just like Chick-fil-A. Right. If you ever want Chick-fil-A, it's always closed on a Sunday. It's like, damn it.
And I pulled up at Chick-fil-A like, dang, it ain't busy today.
Right. Ain't nobody there. She says she doesn't know either. We need to figure this out. I need to know what's going on. All right. So give me a topic. Let's run with it.
Oh, did you see on the news with the guy with the Elmo doll?
Okay, let's talk about this. What are your thoughts on this? Like, what the hell? Like, well, I guess we should ask the viewers, have you seen this topic with the guy he was an inspector, right? A house inspector?
He was their friend. He was actually their friend. He was the friend of the people that house. He was house sitting.
I thought I read it that he was an inspector. He was a house.
That was like his job was like an inspector, but he was the house. He was house sitting for these people.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so share the story and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I was weirded out because what happened was when I was reading it, I seen these guys. They was doing a little interview too, and they had a little news clipping up. And when I was reading it, the title said, "Man finished off Elmo, tickle me Elmo doll." And I'm like, what? Like the article weirding me out already. I'm like, what's going on? So as soon as I get in there, that's when I realized that what happened, the man is house sitting, goes in the kid's room, take the tickle me Elmo, and proceeds to have a good time with it.
That's like so disturbing to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he was in the closet too. And
right.
Because he was in the kids' room and the kids are smart that they have the camera, or not the kids, the parents are smart, they have the cameras in there and they caught everything. Yeah, that's just
poor mom. She's the one that's seen it, and she's like all distraught from it. Yeah,
and then
Elmo ain't right. Elmo ain't gonna never be right ever again. You know, that puts a whole new meaning on "show me on this doll where he touched you." You know, like
that, and it brings a whole new meaning to "tickle me Elmo."
Right.
But
be careful. Facing up to 2 years in prison.
I saw that. And then there was a fine too that he had to pay.
Yeah, but hey, I wonder how many times he's gonna say that tickles in prison.
For real though, for real. Like, why? Like, I don't understand why. A, why a stuffed animal? B, why in your friend's house?
And then he's like old anyway, so he probably popped a rhino before he even got there. So that was premeditated.
Yeah, well, Amy says it sounds like a low-key fetish, but he got caught.
Definitely. He's probably been doing it. Probably not the first house he's done it at.
Right. I mean, maybe we should just send him a Chucky doll and see if he'll, get off with Chucky. Hey, Ty, let's send Chucky.
Right.
I mean, I'm curious. Like, what is it about Elmo? Or is it just any stuffed animal? Like, that's...
I don't know. It might have just been Elmo, though. Because, Elmo got that soft voice. So it might have just been Elmo. And that's one of the only dolls that actually talk back, so.
Yeah.
He's probably used to hearing that tickle, so he was like, "Yeah, this is right up my alley."
So true. So true. Wow. It just it just blows my mind. Like I don't it's disgusting. But like Amy said, it could low key be a fetish. I mean, there's people out there who have really weird fetishes.
Right, like balloons and feet. Like I don't know, both of them stink. Why do you want it? Like
I don't understand balloons. Feet, I can see, but they have to be clean. I could see, but they have to be clean.
I don't know. If they got the right callus of corn on their feet. I don't know,
Ooh.
dude. Like, I don't know.
Or if they have like the fake toenails and they're like hella long, like ugh. I'm just saying, like, can you like scratch your legs with those nails, like how long they are? So exactly, what do they do with the balloons? Like, how is that a fetish?
Man, they watch people sit on them and all type of shit.
Wow.
They watching them sit and pop them and they just get off. And then one dude, you don't remember the dude almost suffocated himself? He had a balloon fetish. He bought one of those great big old balloons and tried to get inside it, and it
Yeah.
popped while he was in it. Yeah.
Wow. I just learned something new. I had no idea that there was a thing, balloon fetishes. And balloons smell the latex. It just smells so nasty.
That's what I'm saying. It's horrible,
Like,
dude.
I have to wash my hands 3 times and I can't, or more, just to get the latex smell off.
About as bad as onion. Yeah. Have to use coffee to get the smell off your hand.
True. That's why you wear gloves when you're handling onions.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Or you just get a chopper and you throw it in the chopper.
Or do like I do, just stop eating them. I just leave them where they're at.
See, I like onions and I love garlic. So, dear future husband, you're screwed because I love garlic. And garlic is really good for your gut. It really is. So,
yeah, I mean, it's cool. Garlic is cool, but just that onion, that's a bit much. And then I get like an irritant to it, so nah, I'm good.
Really? That's interesting. What about like an onion powder, like an onion spice?
The powder don't do as bad, but it's still there.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Go ahead with whatever else. I have something brewing here and I'm just waiting for it to totally process. So you're good.
You got something brewing. What you brewing?
I'm like, I have a thought and I'm trying to get it to come back because I remembered what it was and it just totally went off.
Oh, I thought you were talking about some home brew or something. I thought you were making some whiskey.
No. Speaking of whiskey, oh my gosh, there's this really good bourbon in North Carolina. I was just telling people about. Probably think putting it on like a condom. I mean, they probably do that with like the water balloons. People probably get off with that because they're small. Or like the animal, like the clown balloons. I don't know.
They can make whatever they want out of it, I guess.
I need to find a clown, like a balloon maker, and see what he can make. I was like, can you make this? Make me an eggplant on a stick. Let's see how that works out.
You'll be the next one with the fetish. You better be careful.
I promise y'all, I don't have a fetish. I don't.
It starts from somewhere. My mom always told me, be careful what you try. You might like it.
You really do have to be careful because, yeah, there's just a lot of things. I don't know who this is, but someone just put eggplant in a balloon. That's what I'm saying. It's eggplant and balloon.
Who is Facebook user? Who's that?
It's probably someone who didn't click on the link, so I had to figure out who it is. I'll figure it out. Oh, it's Donna.
So you got any shows coming up?
I do have a show down in, and I always feel like I'm going to say it wrong, right? Down in Picayune, Mississippi. I feel like I always say Picayune wrong. I have 2 fetishes. One is with pens and others is with watches. Okay, I need to know about the pens. Like, are you like a pen thief? Like, if you find one that writes? No, because I'm seriously the same way. If it writes really nice, I'm like, can I please have this pen? Or I wouldn't even ask and I'll just take it.
So a good fountain pen to do it.
Waiters have the best pens sometimes.
So a good fountain pen to do it.
A good pen, yeah. So let's talk about fetishes because she brought this up. What's really okay? So not a pen thief, but I have spent $100 for a gold pen. Okay, I need you to post a picture in the comments afterwards of this gold pen because I got to see this. And does it write gold? I just need
That's
to
one
know.
of them when you retire at 30 years.
Right. So we just had the Cruising at the Coast for like 2 weeks. For those of you guys that don't know what that is for 2 weeks, cars, like classic cars, muscle cars and all that from all around the country come and show off their car and whatnot. They do drag racing. They do all sorts of crap. My biggest thing, I love cars. People are probably shocked that I love cars. I can name majority of the cars. My biggest turn on is engines. I love a nice stock engine. I'm not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie.
Well, I got a 96 Crown Vic with a police interceptor in it.
That doesn't do it for me. That doesn't do it for me. That brings like that. All I hear is Lil Wayne, Mr. Officer. Wee.
Right.
That doesn't do it for me. My dream car is like a 68, 69 Mustang GT. That's definitely my dream car, but I love stocked cars. So if you have a stock car, holla at your girl. I'm just saying. Yeah. So our next show, are you going to come down to Picayune to see that?
Definitely. I'm definitely.
Bumpy G, that's his show, and he was supposed to be on here. I'm sure he got held up at work or whatever. So that's his show. I'm going to be one of the features on there along with some other amazing comedians from down here. So I'm very excited.
Oh, because shout out to
Fabian. Yes, Fabian's going to be there. I've never met him.
McGee.
He's originally from Chicago too.
He's a good comedian too. He's originally from Collins, but he had moved to Chicago.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm definitely excited about this opportunity. I think this time I'm definitely going to fair warn everybody because I've learned down here just by talking to people, especially Meridian. I've been told if I go to Meridian because I'm white, and that honestly truly does not bother me at all. But they said if there are certain parts of Meridian, I cannot go alone because people will think I'm the cops because I wear glasses and they probably think I have a camera on my glasses.
I don't know. A lot of people in Meridian, though, they like snow bunnies, man. So you probably could wear if you dress right.
He said snow bunnies. Well, hot damn. But I also heard that's like a really haunted town, too.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Meridian. Meridian's nice to me.
I've only driven through it.
But, Meridian is trying to start a little comedy scene right now, too, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They got a few new shows that they get ready to put out once a month. So.
Okay, that's awesome. Definitely gonna have to check that out.
I try to stay in the comedy scene here in Mississippi, trying to figure out if they're gonna ever get started or not, because not sure sometimes.
For real. I was waiting for Hub City to restart their open mic, and they finally started that up.
Yeah, they started. I've been 3 weeks in a row now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to get on there.
There's a couple of people that's getting ready to start some in Jackson, so that's going to be a good look too.
I know there's a few up there right now. I couldn't. If it's during the week, it's just a hard drive. It's like 3 hours round trip, and I work, so.
Right.
I mean, once I can retire from work and just be, get paid to sit here and make people laugh.
Right.
I'll be good.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you got to on faith, though.
That is true. That is very true. And I do.
You don't want to miss your opportunity. What if your opportunity is sitting there waiting on you, and then you wait, and then when you do go, they're gone. So.
That is true.
So sometimes I can't really wait and sit there and wait. I'll go and still have work in the morning. Like I've drove to Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, which is 3.5 hours away, and it's 7-hour round trip.
Yeah.
I can be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Do you even drink coffee?
No.
What
caffeine.
do you drink? No caffeine? Oh, God gives you the strength, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm naturally hyperactive too, so
Okay. Ain't
that's
nothing
why
wrong with it.
on stage I'm bouncing around, going from side to side. That's naturally me. That's who I really am.
Okay. Nothing wrong with it. I'm looking at my notes here. Don't judge me.
No, you good. My Ritalin, I have to do a little herb for my Ritalin, but
A little what?
a little herb. I do a little herb to,
Oh, yeah. No,
herbal patients is what I take.
I like herbal essence.
Yeah, yeah. That keeps me calm and settled, and I'm not bouncing out the walls. But I'm just like a youngin. If I eat enough candy, I'm gone.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it.
I eat gummy worms for my coffee, actually, is what I do.
I mean, it's natural sugar.
Yeah.
I mean, good sugar.
Good sugar, great sugar.
Yeah. So let's talk about Raising Cane's really quick. I have this on here. Raising Cane's. Do you like Raising Cane's, the chicken?
You say you don't?
I'm asking you, do you like Raising Cane's?
I like the chicken, but they can keep them still dry fried.
Why do you like Raising Cane's?
Because we ain't got nothing but them and Zaxby's.
Raising Cane's is nasty. I call that white people chicken. They don't flavor their chicken. Y'all talk about white people, how we can't cook. That's white people chicken right there.
Hot sauce, though.
Their hot sauce is nasty, too.
You don't buy your own?
I do buy my own.
Okay. I always get my own stuff. Like, I ain't dependent on nobody because they don't even sell sauces. Like, you can't even get a sauce at Raising Cane. If you look that Mac sauce or whatever, and I hate mayonnaise, too, so they can keep that, too.
See? Amy's with me. Raising Cane's is nasty and overrated. Amen to that, sister.
Overrated. Like, I ain't gonna say it's just nasty though.
It is. It's literally chicken dipped in egg wash or whatever, dipped in flour and then fried. Where is the seasonings? Y'all talk about us not seasoning our food, right? But y'all don't. I know how to cook. I personally know how to cook. I could throw down in the kitchen, whatever.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know, but I still like their chicken.
You can only eat it with hot sauce and their sauce. Their sauce is whack.
That's true, though. Like,
wackety whack. Hot sauce, yes. No, I don't like it. So my joke with that is like, especially when I go to Picayune, I want to ask this question, and I'm only really looking for the interracial couples, right?
Right.
So if I have a man, if there's a black man right there with a white woman, he's like, yeah, I like it. Well, gee, I can see why. She does all the cooking, right?
So you trying to talk about me? So you're talking about me on the slide, baby?
I mean, if the shoe fits, take it. I'm just kidding.
I know how to cook. So if it's cooked for me, it's cooked right now. I guarantee that. I don't know. It's Raising Cane's is quick and fast, and I can go in, get out.
Crispy Crunchies is like the best.
Yeah.
I like that. It's Zaxby's and then them.
Now, Zaxby's, I'll get the wings and things all day, every day.
Yes. Love Zaxby's.
And then they're fried out either. So I think they cook Raising Cane's must cook their fries in the air fryer or something.
I don't know what they do. Or they bake them or something. Yeah, they are very dry.
And then they give you a piece of bread. I don't know what the bread's for. I guess to help them dry ass strips go down.
And the bread is always, well, I can't say always, but when I was down at the coast for cruising with the coast, we stopped there, unfortunately. And I was like, wow, I'm like, this bread is actually really good. It's very moist. So it was good.
Actually, so yeah.
Huh?
I said that's about the only thing that's about good there.
Is the bread, right? Fries are nasty, chicken's nasty. I don't know how anybody likes that shit. So in the summer, I went out to a couple different bars, and this is what I don't understand is women who wear these sundresses. There's certain sundresses where they look like a potato sack on you, like they do nothing for you. Or for the ones who don't understand what I'm saying, they look like damn muumuus.
Yeah. Yeah. Walmart got a few of them hanging up there right now.
They really do. And I'm just looking at it. And I was at Keg and Barrel a couple weeks ago, and I'm just looking at this girl. She had to be, in college, and I'm like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Right.
What the fuck are you wearing?
Right.
Like you're pretty.
I hate when they have them on and they start looking like an Easter egg in them, and then it's like, all right, that's enough. That's it.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm trying to understand.
And what about the stretch pants? Like nobody's working out anymore, but everybody has on yoga pants and can stretch past their knees. Like, what are you doing?
Okay, so don't judge me. I feel judged right now. I work from home. I like to be comfortable, but I do go to the gym. Well, I haven't been to the gym in like 2 weeks now, but I do like to go to the gym.
Well, at least when you wear them, you're not making the black ones turn gray. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's
so much that they look gray. It's like, but they're supposed to be black. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit.
That part, or the see-through black ones. I'm like, you do know, like, you can see your panties. Good job wearing hot pink panties.
Hey, whoever thought of making the new ones, they should be shot.
With the scrunch in the ass crack? With the ones who have got a pancake ass, ain't got no ass, and like, look at my butt.
And then then they nude colored, so you're walking around like, ew. Oh, never mind, them pants.
Yitty. Okay, so I ordered, that's Lizzo's brand. I ordered a pair of her leggings. They're very comfortable.
Lizzo, by the way, don't cancel me. I'm not talking about you.
Huh?
I said we love you, Lizzo. Don't cancel me.
Yeah, we're not talking about it. But she does have like a nude color, and a lady ordered them and wore them and went out, and she wore like a longer tunic, but people thought she was walking without any pants on because that's how nude they were.
Yeah, I've seen some. Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't work for me because I'm Casper. I'm as white as Casper. So they'll look from here and look down. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't match. Don't know it's pants. I'm just saying, and speaking of me.
The lady I seen was here in Hattiesburg, and she was already talking to herself, so I really thought she was naked. I thought she was just throw it off.
She probably was. She's probably on a little something. You never know with people out here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they love it out here. They can have it, too.
I don't want it.
No.
I don't want it.
Please explain to me how you have so many examples and you still do this. Like our generation should have been done. We should have been the last ones. Like, shouldn't none of us been doing any of that shit? Like, we seen people dying and sitting there selling your grandma's couch. Like, come on, while she was sitting on it. Like, that's enough. Like, we should have been done, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I did not tried any of this stuff. Like, I don't get it. The pills, maybe it was kind of new to us. You know what I mean? But that other stuff is like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Like, I saw a crackhead the other day and he was like 20. I was like, are you serious?
With no teeth, probably.
Look, none. He had like 3 and all of them was on one side.
That's how he chooses meat on.
Now, I don't think he's eating meat.
It could be tuna, or it could be rotisserie chicken.
Meat.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why they moved to that side to get out the way.
I can't. I'm not even gonna touch it though. I'm not even gonna touch that one. Not gonna touch it. Not gonna touch it.
I'm not doing it. He touching it.
Oh, I know.
For a 20 and a Jolly Rancher, because he can't chew nothing.
Nope. So each drug gives the person a different look. It sure does. You know what? I've been around drug addicts. I can call them out as I see them. Usually if they walk up to you and they have a sucker in their mouth, especially if it's a male, you have a sucker in your mouth. Why the fuck you eating a sucker?
Right.
You a man.
Right.
A grown ass man.
Right.
Why are you eating on a sucker?
And they love hard candy. I don't know what that is.
Man, I don't know what that's all about, but yes, they do love their hard candy. And I'm just like, okay, this makes sense. And then it's just like, you just got to pay attention to the body language. Like, what are they doing? Are they constantly scratching or what? I've seen it.
Seen the ones that do this.
What is that? What is that?
Meth.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know that one. Crack, boat. What's boat?
What is boat?
Educate us. What is boat? She's on the West
Okay.
Coast, so they may call it something completely different than what we're used to.
Yeah, what is boat?
I've never heard of boat.
That's a new one. Oh yeah, I gave a crackhead a ride one time during COVID.
Oh God. Do tell.
Dude, I was so scared though. Like he was like, you know, for some reason crackheads want to call you nephew or niece or something for some reason, like you're some kin to him. I didn't even know the dude. And he was like, man, I'm sick. Give me a ride, man. I said, yeah, you can get a ride. You can get in the back of the truck. Like I got a pickup truck. I put him in the back. And I'm riding. I kind of forgot he was back there. You know, around here, we got the bumps everywhere. Dude, I hit a bump and all I heard in the back was, man, damn.
That's so.
I'm still riding. I'm like, damn, I forgot he was back there. So I was like, man, whatever, dude. I'm still riding. I'm like, he was like, can you take me to the hospital next? I was like, yeah, I take you to the hospital. As I'm taking him to the hospital, I hit another bump. And I heard, come on now, nephew, you got to slow this thing down. Man, I'm steady riding, I'm riding. And I heard a bump one more time, but then I get to the hospital, there's nobody back there.
Whoops.
Sometime or another, either he jumped out or I lost him. I don't know which one it was, but I definitely gave him a ride, but I don't know why I gave him a ride too.
And he was definitely man down at the end.
So yeah, I stopped giving people rides after that.
So she says it's AKA Sherm or PCP. And then she said it's a cigarette dipped in PCP. Wow.
Yeah, I know what that part is. Yeah, I know what that part is. I know a couple people got messed up from that back in the day.
I don't know. I don't mess with that shit. So
Doggone Sherm heads. Yeah.
never heard of Sherm. Never.
What? You ain't never heard of Sherm?
But I was also very isolated, I'll say, to a certain point. This is how isolated I was. Before I show this next comment, when I was 17 years old, my parents got divorced when I was 3. So when I was 17 years old, I went to go visit my mom for the weekend. And I said, Mom, I really want to get my tongue pierced. And she's like, okay, let's go get your tongue pierced. Mind you, I just saw other people getting it done. I did not know what the reason for the tongue piercing was.
Right.
So I got it done. I felt like the coolest kid in the world because I had my tongue pierced at the age of 17. And the worst part was having to go home and avoid seeing my dad and showing him. My dad's 6'4". I'm 5'6", you know, so I have to look up to him and he can easily see my mouth.
Right.
So I come home and he said, what's going on? And I said, oh, I don't feel good. I'm going to go lay down. I don't feel good. And he's like, okay. So he comes in the room and he goes, what's going on? And I said, Mom can't cook. It was just, I don't know, whatever we had. It just didn't fit well with me, right? And he goes, well, what did you have? Well, she just made fish sticks, but Mom, they were probably just expired or something. And I could not look at him. So he knew something was wrong, right? And so he leaves. He comes back. He's like, are you sure? He's like, what's really going on? And so I finally tell him. And I said, I got a piercing. He's like, okay, where? And I show him. He goes, what? He's like, are you pregnant too? And I said, no, I'm not pregnant. Yeah. So that's my story.
No filter.
No, none. He's like, is there anything else you need to tell me? Did you get a tattoo? And I said, no, but I would like one. Yeah. He's like, but why your tongue? Why didn't you just get your eyebrow pierced or, get your nose pierced or another ear pierced? And I'm like, because I wanted my tongue. Everybody else is doing it. I want to be a cool kid too.
Yeah.
Clearly, I don't have it anymore, but I did have it for like about 10 years or so. I had to take it out for work. I was doing customer service and they said, you have to take it out. I said, why? I'm not going to see the clients or the the customers.
I know, right? Like, really? That's like telling me to fix my hair for a radio station. Like, no.
Right. Right. How do you want me to fix it?
Right.
Crazy. All right. So she says, I like to call that out here butt naked.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Butt naked. I've heard of that. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Have you ever seen somebody that's on it and actually running butt naked?
Yeah, I would like to know that. Have you seen anybody?
I have in California.
Interesting.
Yep.
I'm sure that was a fun experience. Male or female?
There was a guy in LA. We was on Skid Row. He had a cigarette, and that's what I didn't really know what it was at that time. I'm a church boy. Like that's really who I am. Both my parents were preachers. And I'm seeing the guy, he was smoking his cigarette, and no sooner than he like got halfway of the cigarette, he threw it down and just started stripping, like just. And then he was like rubbing himself like this, and then he was like, "Get away from me!" And he took off. Yeah, I was like, "No!" And the guy was like, "Oh man, the doggone Sherm head, man, they always mess up a good time." Yeah.
Just when you think you saw it all, you haven't.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, he did that.
She says, I say that because a person on PCP become very strong and very hot.
See?
Wow.
I've seen it firsthand. I'm telling you.
And now you have stories for days.
I was in California for like 4 years. So you
really?
See a lot in Cali.
Okay.
A lot in Cali.
I'm sure there's a lot of shit you see. I feel like California is like the Las Vegas. Like whatever happens in Cali stays in Cali. I mean, I know it doesn't, but the shit that you see is definitely worth of it. Say it again.
Alimony don't stay in Cali.
Oh no. Surely does not.
First state to get divorced in, I'm telling you.
I can see that. I think New York is going to be like the second.
Like I know women in California that have turned around and had to get their man like the house and car and yeah, that's the worst state.
I mean, I am funny.
What about me? I guess I'm not funny though.
She said you were funny earlier. Remember? She was the first one to compliment you.
Well,
he said, "Ha, he's funny." So you know what I realized a couple of years ago. I've always wanted kids. I love kids. And now that I'm getting older, I don't know if I want kids, honestly. She says, you're funny too.
Thank you.
I really do like kids, but I always had an issue with, getting pregnant. So I finally come to the realization, why are women paying thousands, tens of thousands of dollars for IVF when they could do it at home for free with a turkey baster? I'm just saying, have your man put in the cup, and then you take it and you gotta lay on your back. You suction it up with a turkey baster, insert, leave your legs in the air for about 30 minutes, and you're good.
And keep it rolling up.
Or for all the single men or all the single women who don't want to deal with all that, then you just ask people to apply with their pictures and a profile, what they do and what they look like, what their family history is.
You don't get a lot either way it goes, so.
I mean,
just go out there and pick you one. I mean, the chance of you having a Jeffrey Dahmer is kind of slim, so.
Very slim.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, just go pick one.
Make sure he's the right fit.
Yeah. If you want to have a son, they say get your ugly man. They the ones producing.
Oh, wow. That's messed up. I had a patient do that because they specifically wanted a boy, so she got pregnant with 8 babies, and the doctor took out the girls and kept the boy. What in the world? Noelle says, huh? LOL, there's way more to IVF other than semen. I know there is. It's
a joke.
It's just a joke. I really am educated. I promise. I really am. Just a joke. But that's crazy that she's seen it.
Yeah.
So she said, and it's crazy that they could go in there and take it out. Yes, it was not covered by insurance. That was all cash money. Well, hot damn. We know who had the money. I would need a sugar daddy. I would need to go to sugardaddy.com just to get that.
What is it? What is it? Seekingarrangements.com.
That is not even a thing.
Yeah, it is. Seekingarrangements.com because that's where the sugar babies are. That's the baby website.
Wow. No, I didn't know that. I didn't really think like sugardaddy.com was a thing. And I was like, oh my God, sugardaddy.com is really a thing. Because I heard it on a radio show and they're like, yeah. So ladies, if you need money, sugardaddy.com. See, for me,
or go to seekingarrangements.com because they'll actually be a sugar daddy and won't ask for nothing.
Seeking arrangements. Okay, I'll have to look at that. I heard it was a sugar daddy. Yep. Sugar
Go
daddy.
ahead. Google seekingarrangements.com then.
Look, I'm gonna write this down. Seekingarrangements.com.
Yeah, I've been writing a movie about sugar daddy, so that's why I got the research. I know the research on it.
See, and that's what I want. Like, if I could have a sugar daddy, I need a diabetic sugar daddy because I'm not trying to give any sugar.
Right.
I'll listen to you tell me about all your problems. I'm a great listener. I'll give you great advice and everything. Noelle said BRB, gonna look it up.
Well, you know, most sugar daddies, they ain't gonna do much. They just want to sell a boobie or something and keep it pushing.
What?
They just want to see a little boobie action and
Right. Once upon a time, I knew somebody who got paid $500 just to meet and greet with him at a restaurant, and the prices go up depending on what you're willing to do. Wow. Once upon a time, I should write a book about how I'm about to meet a diabetic sugar daddy.
Well, hold on. Well, the sugar mamas at there, they paying that much just to sit down with them and talk.
Well, do you guys have that? I mean, Seeking Arrangements, is the sugar mamas on there or no?
I don't know. The only ones I seen was guys. I got off of it pretty quick.
So there's a sugardaddy.com. I'm sure there's a sugarmama.com. But I'm looking for a diabetic sugar daddy because I'm not trying to give any sugar.
Hey, speaking of dating sites, though. Oh, yeah. I got a friend. He was on a dating site and he can't see too good. And he had clicked the wrong one. And he kept trying. He was like, man, these guys, they mechanics. All these women, they're mechanics. And they kind of look rough like guys. And I got on there and seen he was on Grindr.
Well, he was looking for a little grinding action with the wrong ones.
He thought he was on Tinder, and I mean, like, he was accepting dates and everything. Like,
damn, that's messed up. It could be anything from being a trophy at a restaurant, party, a function. Doesn't have to be sexual. You can get paid for just showing up. I'm just saying.
They looking for any gigolos?
Right. Church boy is about ready to be a gigolo.
Yeah. I can do it.
Jig-a-lo, jig. So what's going to be a song? Is it going to be Pony by Genuine?
Hell yeah.
Or is it going to be Trey Songz Dive In?
Oh, no. Trey Songz, he kind of weak. I don't like him.
Really? Do you like R. Kelly?
No. R. Kelly took my girlfriend when I was in the 4th grade. Can't stand it.
Wow. We have a hater against R. Kelly. It's okay. We understand. I heard a joke about R. Kelly earlier today, and I have to try and sit here and remember. It was hilarious. Like the way it was done. I was like, man, that is hilarious.
So who's your favorite comedian of all times? Like white, black, it don't matter. Who's your favorite comedian of all times?
So my top, I'm going to give you like my top 5.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do one.
It really is. So Bernie Mac, love Bernie Mac, like R.I.P. the Mac. Dave Chappelle, loved Robin Williams as well. And then I would go with, I really loved Kevin Hart back in the day. Now, like, he's still kind of funny, but I feel like he's become very egotistical.
A movie star.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, you're not like, you lost your comedy drive. Like, you can do both, but you have to learn how to balance both.
Yeah.
Right?
Like Eddie Murphy, he's doing the same thing, kind of like Eddie Murphy. Like Eddie Murphy was on top. Like he's one of my top 5. But turn around, Eddie Murphy was doing so great, but then he switched over to movies and he just kind of forgot about the craft of comedy, you know? Like movies, but I mean, like just getting up there and standing up there for an hour is way different than having a supporting cast.
Yes, absolutely. So who are your top?
Well, I'm gonna start with Eddie Murphy. Bernie Mac definitely on the list. That's at the end of the day, he ain't scared of nobody, and I'm not either. So he's definitely on the top of my list. Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy.
Okay. Ron Jeremy, really? The Playboy star?
No, there's another Ron Jeremy too.
Okay, because I'm like, the guy who could suck his own dick? Really? You like that?
Nah, I was being funny. I'm actually talking about Ron White.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, Ron Jeremy? I was like, there's really another Ron Jeremy? Like, there's no way. I'm like, and I didn't even know the sleazebag did comedy, but
No, I'm talking about Ron White actually.
okay.
Yeah, him and Seinfeld because of his genius. Like he can take something that's like he did with the beat. He can take something as simple as a beat and make a whole concept out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's a writer too. So I mean, I'm a writer as well. So I always look up to people that write. But Seinfeld will sit there and he says he writes every single day. So I took a page out of his book and I write every single day, even if it's not usable material. But I mean, who knows what I can use it for later.
Right. And, and I know like our jokes are not going to be for everybody. They're really not. Even politically wise, and I try to stay away from political jokes. But man, there's just times where I get so heated on some of the political shit. And I'm just like, you know what? Let's talk about it.
Right.
But I did just come across a book and I actually purchased it off of Amazon. And it's supposed to help you with like writing your own jokes. Because for me, if I'm telling a joke, I want it to be my story. Like, I don't want somebody else writing my shit for me. Mm-mm. Just now, like R. Kelly wrote for other people. Like, no, I want to be my own writer.
I wouldn't be opposed to like writing me a tag to go within my joke that I already wrote.
Yes.
But that's it. Don't give me the premise. Don't give me the punchline. Let me do all the legwork. But if you give me something to help my setup, yeah, that's cool.
Facts. Big facts. I'll have to share what that book is. I don't remember off the top of my head. Let me see what else I have here.
So have you read the Comedy Bible yet by Judy Carter?
I think that's what I bought.
Okay. It's great.
I think
any comedians out there, check out the Comedy Bible by Judy Carter. Like she teaches you the business, the behind the scenes, the writing. I mean, it goes very in depth. It's very in depth. Like you'd love to read it.
Yes, I'm that's one because I did read the reviews on it and people, got it as a gift for other people and they said it was definitely a great thing.
It is. Like that's what got me on the road and doing
Hey, Felicia. Sorry. Just saying hey. Go ahead.
Oh. But yeah, that's what got me on the road was because of reading the Comedy Bible and starting to do competitions and stuff like that because I didn't even know that there was comedy festivals and there's actual classes and stuff for us to actually learn the actual craft because there's so many people like I meet them around here, but there's so many people that think they're doing comedy, but you're only doing one aspect of it. So it's kind of hard to grow when you don't have enough nets out there, really.
Right. And that's one thing, because when I was back home, I used to shout out to the Comedy Shrine. They're closed right now due to financial purposes, but great people to work for. I mean, every Monday was open mic night, free. You just had to buy a 2-drink minimum, which is perfectly fine.
Right.
But there was people up there that were just dry as shit. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of Amy Schumer. If you like Amy Schumer, that's fine. She's too dry for me. I don't like her.
Right.
And I could see like the people like, oh my God, she's so funny. And I can understand why you do.
She's hilarious in movies.
Yes, but not stand up. I don't like stand up. She's so dry. I don't like dry comedy.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I agree. But one of the worst experiences, what's your worst experience that you've had as far as on like getting on stage? What's the worst place you've been?
No offense, but Kosciuszko.
Ah.
They didn't laugh at any of our jokes. Like, and even and people pointed out to me, they're like, they didn't even laugh at yours. You're the host. They didn't even laugh at you. And then like even Ron McCall, like, dude was freaking hilarious. You were hilarious.
They was just like, But what it is, I think when you start something new, especially in a place that don't even have a nightclub.
Yeah.
it's a process. You got to basically teach them what it's right to laugh, because I mean they thinking you're making fun of people, not knowing. Yeah, we are. I mean that's the job.
Right. And that's what I can't stand sensitive Sally. So it's like if you're sensitive, please don't even show up.
Right. Because
Please don't even show up.
Because I'm going to talk about my children. I'm going to talk about my baby mom, and it's not going to sound good. I mean, it just ain't, because when what I'm talking about wasn't a good experience for me. I just made it.
And I honestly use my real life experiences about, shit that I've been through. Like, honest to God, true freaking story. And people think I'm lying about this, but when I was back in Illinois, back in 2013, I found a new OB-GYN. And I'm sorry, whatever you females agree or disagree with me, but the male OBs are always more sensitive and caring than the women. The women are just bitches. I'm sorry. I said what I said. So I like to go to a male. And so the first time I went to him, legs are in the cervix and whatnot, and he, does everything. And he goes, my, oh my, he goes, you have a beautiful cervix. Sir, you're in my legs and my head is up, and I'm like, so many things I wanted to say.
Just so wait 10 years from now, me too his ass.
So I'm just like, wait, is there really an ugly cervix? And I need to know, have you ever seen an ugly cervix?
Right.
I'm seriously curious at this point.
I think he was trying to pick you up.
Dude was like 60.
It don't matter. He was hitting on you.
But you know what they say?
He had a Rhino XL for you. He was ready.
He probably was. But, and people say, why do women like to go to older male gynecologists? Because they're constantly shaking.
Hey, and then tell me why is it the males, their fingers are always super long, dude? Like I was nervous when I went to see my son. She was getting checked up when she was pregnant with my son, and I kept seeing it. I was like, dude, his fingers are long as crap, dude. Like it kept freaking me out. I was getting mad. Like I used to have to leave the room because I was like, man, far too much. Like he got to the point where he was like doing this and turning his hand, and I was like, buddy, straighten your fingers back up straight.
Right.
Come to the side, and it's like, nah, man, you're doing too much now. And then he hooked it. I was like, yeah, buddy, get out of there.
Right.
You're done. Get out. I'll do it myself.
There you go. Do it yourself. But I can't stand the doctors, like you said, with the long fingers. Now, if they have wide fingers, I can't do that either, because especially when they have to do like the anal exam for us, it's like, yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm getting close to that age where I gotta figure out. Yeah, soon. It ain't gonna be long. I got a few years, and I got to be going to get checked, and I ain't looking forward to it.
Find an Asian doctor. You won't have any problems. They have small fingers.
I didn't know where you was going with that. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
They're not gonna have wide fingers. They're always, usually Asian fingers are always, small and skinny, so you won't have any problems.
Pretty petite race. That whole race.
Huh?
Yeah. I said they're pretty petite, most of them.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
I have to do that because I ain't looking forward to that. Like I'm wondering if they got like a shot or something that can put you to sleep. Man.
No, you have to stay awake just so they give you say ow.
See, that ain't fair, dude. That's not right. That's not fair, man. No, that's not fair.
If we have to do it, like y'all are complaining about that, and we have to go through so much more. Like we have to go get our breasts, squeezed and all that shit.
I don't mind that part. They can pinch my titty. I don't care nothing about that.
You act like it doesn't hurt. That shit hurts.
I've seen it done between the glass and I've seen it before, but
I'm not a fan, and I gotta do that once a year. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, they had to give me some Novocaine with a Q-tip or something at first or something. Cause
stupid. Just have them to spray you, like the numbing spray. You'll be fine. Be like, hey, can you that stuff that you put in people's throats? Like the women use when they go to get that. Can you spray that in my ass? Just ask for the numbing spray. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something because that ain't gonna cut it. You ain't gonna just get in there freely either. Cause I'm already tight, but anyway, you know what I mean? Like my butt's already always, you know what I mean? I keep it squeezed tight anyway. Like, no.
That's what us women say, but y'all men don't care.
I do. It's too much of the other down there for me. I don't want any.
I'm just saying. I know all men are different. I'm just saying. Like, if this is good enough here, why do you want to go to the other side?
Thank you. And then take a chance of being, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'll pass.
And then you try to cross-contaminate? I'm going to need you to go wash your ass with bleach. There's no cross-contamination here. No.
That part, they won't come out and then go back. Nah, man. That's like wiping back to front.
That part. Nasty ass.
Right. Hell no.
So what shows do you have coming up?
Well, I was supposed to be having one in Kosciuszko, but due to work, I think I'm going to have to cancel it. So,
dang.
Yeah, but I got a few more. I got one coming up in Amory, Mississippi. It's a competition actually, so I got it coming up. I'll be in Louisiana at the end of this month in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, doing a show with Reno McCall.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so then I got a show in Pittsburgh coming up, but it'll be in November. I got a movie coming out. My mini movie out is called One for All. It'll be out this weekend.
So make sure y'all check out Church Boy, aka Levi Davis. Is it going to be on YouTube?
I'm gonna be doing it on YouTube, Facebook, and I'm gonna make it into like a series on TikTok.
Okay. Well, after the show, you definitely have to go in the comments and share all your information so people can follow you to check out the movie. Plus, if y'all have not been paying attention to my page, and I don't know if I shared anything in Life Grind itself, but we actually did a movie with another creator, Ty. It's Pop Pop's Halloween Part 3. And I played the Glamour, and that shit was funny.
And I played Uncle Walter.
Yes. And that he did. He did play Uncle Walter. And I had to act like I busted my ass, falling down the stairs. And I did a great job. But Ty was videoing and he really thought I almost fell. And no, it was so good. It was so graceful. I was so proud of myself.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought you had almost failed for real too. Like I was like, oh,
no,
we finna get sued. The white lady finna come over here and twist her ankle. And we're done.
No, I'm not like that. Not at all. I'm all about having fun. As long as you have ice, like if I hurt myself, as long as you have ice and ibuprofen, we'll call it a day. Definitely call it a day. And then just to kind of wrap it up here, I do want to let you guys know, if you are in Mississippi, come on down to Picayune on November 18th, where, Bumpy G was supposed to be on here, but I think he got called into work or dealt with some work stuff. Hendo couldn't make it because of work as well. So it was just the two of us. Just the two of us. Hey, but I'm not going to sit here and sing and, hurt everybody's ears. He's over there getting down to the song. But definitely come on down to Picayune to check out the show. It's the date night comedy show. It's going to be dope. Got a great lineup. P.S. I think I'm the only white girl on the show, and that's perfectly okay because it's usually I'm the only white person anyways.
Being that it's a Radizi show, you won't be the only white person there though. Like you'll have like a 5-piece band and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Honestly, it does not bother me. It truly doesn't bother me. People have actually pulled me up to the side and like, doesn't that bother you? Why would it?
Look, I got some footage on my page from a place called Crackpots in Massillon, Ohio. I was the only person my skin color. Damn. Like the only one. Like the only person performing, the only person in the place. Like it was crazy. But they for me with open arms. They loved me. And I mean, I'm definitely going back. I'm supposed to be going back in November there as well.
Okay. Look at you. Just the traveling gypsy. That's what we're going to call you. The traveling gypsy.
Love traveling. I love it. Me
too.
I can do it every day.
Yes. I've actually thought about being a stewardess on the airplane, but I was like, I don't know. Because the minute I deal with someone who's a smart mouth, I'll just karate chop the shit out of them. Judo chop them in the neck.
I've been a carny one time just so I can travel.
You have to have. You're not qualified. You have all your teeth.
They was gonna give me an RV and everything. They just want me to go.
But you wouldn't be qualified because you have all your teeth.
I know, right? Like you gotta, like, if you got your teeth, you still gotta use meth. Like it comes with the job.
It really does. And yeah, it's a no for me. It's definitely a no for me.
Right.
But we're definitely going to try and come back for another Seriously Funny comedy open mic night. This definitely, helps us, get ourselves out there, promote our, who we are, what we do, and then also meet new people and just chit chat and make you guys laugh. So hope you guys enjoyed the show. We are about to sign off. Do you have any last words?
I like to collab with people. So if anybody out there, and even if you don't do comedy, if you're looking to be in a video or something, reach out.
Definitely. Don't be shy.
Definitely.
All right. Peace out, guys. We will see you next week. I don't know what shows are coming up. Honestly, stay tuned. We'll definitely be putting all of our upcoming shows in the group. Have a great night.
Good night.